Greetings to all the listeners and welcome to the 4th edition of our office practice sessions, which is produced for grades 10 to 11, NSSCO learners and anybody else who has an interest in the subject. My name is Evans Kwetemu. Today our lesson is about office orientation. I hope you have a pen and a notepad so that you can take note of all the points that we are going to discuss in this session. Your participation is greatly appreciated. Once again, don't forget to take part in the quiz at the end of the program, just like we did in our past 3 lessons. As we mentioned in our very first lesson, every one of us has a dream of working in an office for a big company. Just like the way we have arranged the way we are sitting in this classroom, different offices have different layouts. They use different technologies to speed up work and also advocate for environmentally friendly practices, just like we do here in class. At the end of this program, you should be able to, number 1, describe the cellular or enclosed and modular or open plan office layout. Number 2, list environmentally friendly practices in an office. Number 3, outline the reasons for new office technology.
You know what, Selma? Early this morning, I heard my sisters talking to her colleague over the phone, talking about how they are loving their new office layout. She said she likes the new modular setup and not the cellular one.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Paulus. All I know is I like our new classroom layout, whereby we joined our desks together to make one long row rather than sitting individually.
Personally, I prefer the old layout where I was sitting alone without any interferences. But anyways, I really want Sir to tell me what my sister meant over the telephone call.
Good morning, class. Madam Selma and Mr. Paulus, I overheard you talking about our new classroom layout. Is everything okay?
Oh yes, everything is okay, sir. I was telling Paulus I like our new classroom layout, but he prefers the old layout.
That's right, sir. I prefer the old setup because I had my own privacy and no disturbances at all.
Why are you looking at me?
On top of this, sir, I overheard my sisters talking about the new office layout at her workplace. She mentioned some modular and a cellular layout, but I didn't really get what she meant, you know?
I see a little chemistry going on here. But anyway, this is a great way of introducing today's topic called office orientation. As you can see, we changed our classroom setup in such a way that I felt we have to sit next to each other and create an atmosphere of oneness in the classroom. In offices, it's almost the same, only that they have different ways of naming their office layouts.
Okay, sir. So this new classroom layout has a specific name?
Not at all, Paulus. But to answer your previous question, let's give reference to an office setup. A cellular or enclosed office layout is one in which the overall floor space is divided up into smaller or individual spaces and gives workers their own private space. A modular or open plan office layout is one in which the floor area is divided by low partitions where employees may have their own desks or may share a table with other employees. However, each employee has their own separate chair and computer, but the overall workspace will remain non-territorial.
Okay, so meaning the way we are sitting here in class can be equated to the modular layout, right?
Clearly, we are in an open plan space, so I guess you're right, huh?
Yes, she is very right. Look, in an office space, this modular layout has its advantages and disadvantages. One major advantage is that it enhances verbal communication. This can fasten the flow of information and encourages teams to perform their jobs without any hindrance. One major disadvantage is that it leads to distraction and noise due to undivided space, thus making it difficult to concentrate, which directly affects productivity.
Oh, I see. I even mentioned the issue of disturbances to Selma when I was talking about our new classroom setup.
Yes, I understand your point, Paulus. Only that we do not have access to a cellular type of setup in classrooms, but it's also worthy to know its advantages and disadvantages in an office layout. One major advantage is that it encourages highly focused, concentrated working. One major disadvantage is that it tends to hinder discussion and collaboration. Conversations and brainstorms are less common.
I do understand. That clearly answers Paulus' earlier question when he heard his sister talking on the phone about cellular and modular office layouts.
Yes, indeed, I'm answered. Sir, you also mentioned something to do with environmental friendly practices. Can you please enlighten us on that?
Yes, Mr. Paulus, I can see you're paying attention. Keep it up. When the workplace turns more environmentally friendly, there are many benefits besides the environment. Many companies will see an increase in customers and clients when they start making that switch.
Sir, during my studies I came across ways in which an office can be more environmentally friendly, and these include recycling. The other way is use reusable containers. Instead of using disposable cups at the office, have either mugs for everyone or every employee bringing their own. Another way is installing energy-efficient appliances. The amount of power your office uses will contribute to the health of the environment. Instead, work towards switching out office appliances with energy-efficient alternatives. Also using environmentally friendly products. Instead of purchasing commercial cleaners that have a certain impact on our health, there is an environmentally friendly alternative. One can make cleaners out of food scraps and essential oils that leave behind a fresh scent.
This is very, very impressive. Well done, Selma. I'm sure most of us have been to our parents', brothers' or sisters' offices. Paulus, what do you think are the reasons for new office technology?
Yes, sir. I've been to my sister's office. Technology is always evolving, and there are ways new office technology brings advantages to the workplace, such as speed, efficiency, and agility. For storage purposes, investing in the new systems will help to streamline both internal and external communication, and also automation, whereby task data entry can partially or completely automated, which allows businesses to work more efficiently without risk of human error.
Great points, Paulus. Well done. Unfortunately, time always robs us when we are enjoying our discussions. Since Paulus gave us the last points, Selma can quickly give us a summary of our lesson and what we have learned today.
Thank you. Today we have learned that cellular office layout is enclosed office layout, whereas modular office layout is more of an open plan setup. One major advantage of modular layout is that it enhances verbal communication, and one major advantage of cellular layout is that it encourages highly focused, concentrated working. One major disadvantage of cellular layout is that it tends to hinder discussion, whereas one major disadvantage of modular layout is that it leads to distraction and noise due to undivided space, thus making it difficult to concentrate, which directly affects productivity. The following are ways in which an office can be more environmentally friendly: recycling, using environmentally friendly products, use reusable containers, and install energy-efficient appliances. New technology brings efficiency in the office.
An engaging session once again. Thank you for your contributions. But as always, before we leave, here is the question for the day. What is a modular office layout? A. Enclosed layout. B. Open plan layout. C. None of the above. This program was written by Evans Kwetemu. Until next time, stay safe.
This program was brought to you by NAMCOL with funding from the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture and the Commonwealth of Learning.